I'm Margie Belrose. I have owned this theater since 1962 when my husband and I purchased this building, a very unique building. It was built in 1913 by a group, the St. Matthew's German Evangelical Church. And we walked in and I said, "Oh my God, David, we are about to own a theater. We don't know what we're doing." And we didn't. We really didn't know what we were doing. So it was a work in progress from day one. And I wish I knew then what I know now. I would have done things differently, but I didn't. And I don't regret anything, but I could have done some things a little sooner, a little quicker. I've taught dance for all these years. I've taught acting. I've had many, too many shows to even talk about. It's been a good life, and I regret not one single moment of it. I've had a good run for my money. And I know David, if he was still alive, he passed away in 1971. If he were still alive, he would feel the same way. We were a team, and my two children were raised here, and it's just been good, and I've loved it. And every day is like, let's see, what should I change today? What can I make? How can I make it better? And that's been my philosophy forever. What we do here has changed enormously through the years. One major change is that we acquired, by what means I couldn't tell you, but we acquired a costume shop. We now have about 3,000 costumes that we rent to the public, to anybody, to other theater groups, but mostly to the public. And I love the costumes, I love the materials, I love the styles. And though I knew very little about costuming before this, I have learned so much. I've become an authority on costumes, and I love it. I love the costumes, I love the styles and the materials. We have acquired 7 Renaissance Fair booths throughout the country, from New York and Atlanta and so forth, in California, and we rent our Renaissance costumes in those little booths. In fact, the booths are so cute. I remember saying a long time ago, I think I'll move into one of these little houses. They're so cute. But of course that didn't happen, and it wouldn't happen, but it did cross my mind because they're so attractive. And we have these, I don't even begin to know where the costumes came from for the Renaissance fairs, but they came. They were an addition somehow, and I love it. I love it. So again, for the costume shop here at the Belrose building, we have about 3,000 costumes, but throughout the United States, we probably have about a couple thousand. I don't know how many now, I've lost count, and it doesn't matter, but it's what helps to financially maintain this building and my life here. So it's been a very, very good turn of events, acquiring the different fairs. We started out with just the one fair at Black Point here, wonderful Black Point. And somebody came one day and said, "Do you do your fair someplace else?" And I said, "Oh no, this is it, this is it." That's what I really thought. And the guy and said, "You know, we could use you." And I got to thinking, so our first one was in Nevada. So we went to Phoenix, checked it out, and said, well, this would work. Can we do it here and this way? And then that developed into another and another. So it grew by accident. And I don't regret that accident, because it has maintained the Belrose in a very good, positive, financial, and creative way. The theater has evolved in many ways, and one of the ways is, well, we have done many plays. I hesitate to say hundreds, but it could be hundreds. And that evolved into, somebody said to me one time, "You should really do an open mic, Margie." And I said, "What's an open mic?" I'd really never paid any attention. So her name is Stephanie. So she brought the piano player, she brought the whole idea. I said, "So how does this all work?" She explained it, and we've been running the open mic now for over 25 years. And a lot of people have come and gone here. Some have never performed before and became very well known in their own field. And it's been wonderful. I watched people change from very shy people, even a little awkward, into blossoms. I mean, they've been wonderful. They do their thing, and they become very brave. That's the one thing. And I think when people walk through the doors of the Belrose to perform, it's a very brave act. You have to be brave in order to come and do this thing. And those people have to be handed. They're brave. And I've been brave enough to encourage them to come and do their thing. I have a book I wrote a long time ago called The Me I Found. You see, my background is I'm an orphan, principally an orphan. So people have said through the years, Margie, you really should write your story, blah, blah, blah. I poo-pooed it, who cares? Nobody's going to care about my story. Well, apparently enough people did, so I ended up writing it. It took me about 10 years, the research and the thinking, and it's called The Me I Found, which is true. I did find myself, and I think I end up liking myself very much and found out some things about myself I really forgot about, didn't know about, but it took many, many, many months, 10 years off and on to research it. I went to Europe to find out something of that family. I'm of Greek descent, so I had to go to Greece to find out. And this is kind of an interesting thing. I went to Greece and I met a first cousin I didn't even know I had. And she said to me in her very cute Greek way, she says, Margie, what do you think your name is? And I said, well, my birth certificate says Marguerite Leonidas. She says, no, that is not your name. Your name is Margarita Mavrothalassitis. And I said, without skipping a beat, thank God I didn't know that in school. There it is. That's me running after myself, after the me I found. I love the cover. I would like to thank the people that were my pupils, the parents of my pupils through the years. I'd like to thank them for sticking with me long enough to learn a craft and to be my friend, and in fact, to really be my friend. There is one pupil that came as a 9-year-old child. She's now 70. Her mother walked up. We weren't here at that time. I have a daughter, 9 years old, who has to dance. I don't have any money. Will you teach her for nothing? And I said, I think I can do that. And I did it. She was a pupil here and actually a teacher here. And I've known her since she was 9, and she's what, about 70 now? That's been a wonderful friendship. And I had a party about, 2 years ago, and there must have been at least 200 people in and out that day for this big 90th birthday party of mine. So it was a wonderful day, and I thank you all. I thank you with all my heart. You allowed me to be what I had to be for the me I found. Life is just a bowl of cherries, so live, love, oh yes, love, and laugh at it all. Live, love, and laugh at it all.